Hi guys. I was talking to my dad the other day and it made me want to make this video about why I started reading the Bible and more specifically what made me curious enough to start reading the Bible. If any of you haven't seen my testimony video, I would recommend going and checking that out. My YouTube channel name is By Faith Not Sight. If this has been reshared, because that'll make a little more sense on top of what I'm going to tell you. Anybody that has seen the video knows that I had a very intense experience with friends that were demonically possessed, and it was really intense. Afterwards, one of my friends who had became possessed and still is possessed to this day, by the way, lived with me for quite some time after that. And I don't know if it's because I knew that it was inside her because of the experience that we all went through together, but I was very aware of that demon inside her, and I could even kind of see it in her eyes. If anybody else has experienced that, they'll know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to explain. But right after everything happened and my friends had got possessed, and my other friend and I were trying to hold the doors shut, after all of that was over, I immediately went to the number one wrong thing to do, which was to go to the Wiccan store, because that's what I was into at the time. Even though I had prayed, I defaulted back to the ways of the world. I went and I got some crystals, and I blessed my house with sage. I even got charcoal, and I put up protection spells around the house on the doors. And I did everything. Everything everybody told me to do. I even got blessed candles. And none of that stuff had any effect on my friends that I knew were possessed. It didn't make anything leave and didn't make me any safer. But ever since the initial night when all this was going on, I had a Bible that a reverend had given me as a teenager. For some reason, I never threw it away. And I started sleeping with it under my pillow, kind of like a security blanket, because it made me feel safe. I don't know how to explain why, because I didn't understand why at the time. And because I had prayed, and because I was sleeping with that Bible under my pillow, my friend that was possessed, I noticed she had gotten a little more distant from me. So I started talking to her about it. And she told me that because I had the Bible in there, and I had actually made a cross necklace out of an old cross keychain that I had, because I didn't have a cross necklace. Because of those things that I did, she couldn't be around me. Like, it made her physically uncomfortable, and she couldn't spend much time anywhere that I was comfortable and at home, more specifically in my bedroom. And she wouldn't even try to touch the Bible. And that made me really curious, with all of the other things I tried and all the other spiritual stuff not having any effect on them. The fact that I was just clinging to that Bible with no understanding. I don't even know if you would call that faith of a mustard seed. Maybe I even want to say less than that. With my lack of understanding, just the fact that I trusted the Bible to protect me in some way kept her away from me, and the demon that was in her pushed it away from me. That made me curious enough to start reading the Bible for the first time. And then, of course, after that, I fell in love with Jesus and the New Testament. And if you have never read the Bible, I recommend starting with the New Testament and reading the Gospel first. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out, because I know a lot of people out there that are not saved, and I know anybody watching this knows a lot of people that are not saved, and I couldn't have been any farther from being saved as I was back then. And it was the personal experiences and the situations that showed God's power to me that led me to the Bible. And if I had tried to read it before then, I don't think it would have had nearly as much effect on me. So, I mean, do what you can for people. Try to try to nudge them in the right direction. But if they're not ready, they're not ready, and all we can do is pray for them. That's pretty much all I have for today. I hope you're all doing well. I have a couple more videos that I want to share soon, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. Yeah. See you later.